Hi friends, welcome. We'll continue to learn about NotebookLM, and instead of learning about the tools, now we'll use a practical example how we'll use it. So in this case, we'll focus more on the mind map, and in the two scenarios we'll check it where we'll give our own sources and ask for create a mind map, and in another case we'll ask use the discover sources. So we'll give the keywords or the input or the area what you want, and we'll allow NotebookLM to generate its own sources and create the mind map. We'll learn more about this. Visit this URL, this there in the description below, and you can scroll down, read all the content about NotebookLM, and at the end, towards the end of the page, you will get all the links to our previous tutorials, videos, what you have posted with the subject on that. Search Google for NotebookLM, you will get the link at the top. So just click this, you will land in the NotebookLM page, but here you must log in to your Google account. That is better because Google will store your entire details, and your Gmail ID is your Google account. So then you can move to try NotebookLM. Then you will open this. Let me just take you there. Fine, it will load your all whatever previous notebooks are there. You can open it. So here is the Tkinter what you have worked in before. That is what I have opened already. We'll work more on this. Previously, we have added the sources here. Note that in this section, we already have our own sources. So, from the blog post around 223 URLs, the articles all about the Tkinter, the desktop applications you can generate by using Python. So, that is what all the tutorials we have added it here. So, here that is 223 means we need a pro account, because a general account or a free account will allow you up to 50 sources. So, in this particular case, we have gone for a pro account because we have lot of, and we know we have a comprehensive, because our own details, our own blogs are in detail, many topics of Tkinter we have covered. So, we have given our own sources. Next, we will see that we'll discover the sources, allow NotebookLM to generate the source. Now, here in this case, all the listed URLs are there, and I have copied and pasted it. Around 223 URLs are pasted here. So, after pasting this, these are the source panel. I can collapse it, expand it. The right side, all the tools are there. I can collapse it or expand it again. All here, all the tools are available, and they are adding also. In the pro account, you can just see here data table. It is today only it has been added. So, here the infographic slide deck recently added. So, we are focusing more on the mind map. Here, we'll create a mind map, but you can see here everywhere all the tools you can customize it. But in the mind map, customization is not there. Directly once you click this, mind map will be created. Customization for other tools, you can easily customize it, say the duration, the language, all the options you can based on the what tool you are using. You can change the background, many things, many customization. We have already seen that also in other tutorials. Now, using this mind map button, I have created the mind map. Now, let us explore it. Let me just click the mind map here. So, this gives me a total picture. Now, you just see I can collapse it. So, it says that Tkinter GUI development. Now, my first step, my first node, you can call it sub nodes, how they are connected to the nodes. That's how this gives me now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 9 subsection or sub nodes, or you can say subtopics of my main topic is there. It identifies all the areas or all the tutorials and group them properly. Even this grouping or subcategories are much better than what I was thinking. Now, based on this also, I may have to slightly change my grouping also, because in the home page I have many links are there. I need not put the main links, and here it is the subgrouping of it. So, this gives a connection between nodes and subnodes. Now, let's explore it further, how these subnodes explain about the topics and all. So, we have got all these subnodes here or subcategories, you can say. I can further expand this. Let's say events, I can say this mind map. I can just drag, and by pressing the mouse I can drag it and move it also. let's collapse it. Now another section is at Tkinter variables. What is the frequently used string var, int var, double, boolean and trace. This is the trace is the what triggers when the variable is changes, I can keep a monitoring that one. So here it is the exactly it has grouped them under variables. Let us close this. Then we have also discussed about data sources. So the MySQL, SQLite, Tkinter is a interface. It doesn't directly connect to the database and all. So it uses the inbuilt Python connections to the connecting to different data sources. So the interface, whatever we interact, the same thing it can edit or update or even delete or any operation, database operation it can do. But what can be used? So here is a total list: JSON, Pandas, data frame, Excel, MySQL or SQLite. All those sections are nicely organized here. Let's understand a very simple subnode. Here let me just expand it. See here, these are the core widgets which we will use it. We may use a button, a label, a entry. It says that button, label, all these are widgets are part of a core widget. So similarly, let me close this. Here we have, let me close this also. So container widget, in the container widget, I can group some of the widgets inside that container. So it works like a set of containers. Say you are logging in. So you just need two labels, two user IDs, two labels and two input boxes, user ID and password. So this I can combine it, put it as a container widget. So that is why these container widgets are, I can centrally manage it. So it is useful. Similarly, let me just close it. Entire thing, the layout is defined in a three ways: grid, pack or place. Three types of layout. It has clearly told me, given me what is a grid. It's a rows and columns, and a pack relative, left of it or right of it I can give it, or a XY coordinates. 60% of the width you placed it at the 0.6% or 0.8% in the Y coordinates. So precise location I can do it. So this is how the entire our subnoding or our linking of different section and subsections work here. Quickly I will tell you, you can download it. This will download as a PNG file. I can download it to my local system. Note that what screen you are seeing, that only will be downloaded. So that is where, or I can collapse it here, bring it, come to my original screen. I can further collapse it also, closing the entire my mind map. So I am here again. Let's create a new notebook. Now we created notebook. Okay, now it is asking me for all the details. I don't have any link. Suppose I have a list of URLs to check, then I can use this website. Click this, then I will get a window. Here I will paste that is what we have done in the Tkinter case. We have pasted all the URLs here. Now I am not using this. Let's go to add sources again. Here you see at the top, discover sources. Here once a discover source is there, I will type it here. I will type OpenPyXL. Now library, whatever your case it is, just type it there. Now backend, it is the Google search. It will give you, show you a list of sources. Now it will find out the sources, and here also you can give your choice of wave or drive, whatever it is. Then fast research, then deep research. It will take bit of time, deep research if I select. Now let's come for fast research only. Let's go for it. So it will backend again using these keywords. It will pick up the sources from the, it's a Google product, so its own sources it will use. Here it is. It has shown me all the explain. I can remove it also. 7 more sources I can. It has by default, it has selected all. I can, if I don't want something to be, I can remove it also. Let's import it. I have imported means allowed whatever it has options it has given. I have used the same thing and collecting all the information. Some sites are not loading, some have loaded. Fine. Here it is, my OpenPy. I will just change the file name. Instead of OpenPyXL, I have used it. So this is what is being. Now I will create the mind map here. No customization, simple use of button, this button only. So it is generating the mind map. This time I have not given my own sources. From the entire net it has picked up. Yeah, here it is ready. Let us go. Here it is. Now I have some of my tutorials on OpenPyXL, but that is not comprehensive. So something I have missed. Here is the point where I can find out what I have missed. So here it is getting started section, and it clearly tells me that you should have 6 sections, then installing, basic terminology, core classes, then let's close this. Let's come to reading. Sorry, I can zoom in or zoom out by operating the mouse wheel also, and or here the buttons are there, plus minus buttons are there. Now I can reading the spreadsheet, I can do this. All these are some things I have not yet discussed, so it is a input for me, so I can add these all the things into the blog or tutorial or the session or the tutorials class what I am teaching. Now let me just come out, close this, again expand something, advanced feature, integration also you can see there, pandas and data structure, how it will be. In the data structure I can further go out, Python classes, dictionaries, everything I can create it. In pandas, let's see what it is saying, data frame. So these are the sub nodes or subsection within that particular subsection. So like that I can collapse all them and continue the study. So this gives me a bird's eye view of the entire topic what I am looking for. That's all friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and we will continue further exploring the other tools also, how we will practically use them. And if you have any idea, doubt, suggestion, questions, use the comment section below to post it. My request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you will be notified as and when we add tutorial, and we are frequently adding that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.